Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23, and it's time for another Transformers episode review. This time the final episode of Season 1, Episode 16, The Heavy Metal War. Let's get started. Okay, let's talk about Heavy Metal War, the 16th and final episode of the season. Okay, so we start out with, we go to a human, we go to like a power plant where they're constructing these energy disks that they can use to absorb energy from Earth's magnetic field to create electricity and heat. But then the Constructicons arrive, where they're just a bunch of construction vehicles like a backhoe and a bulldozer and stuff. And they're stealing the energy disks. And the guy yells, "Help! Police!" How is that supposed to help? God, this show can be stupid sometimes. And then the 6 of the Constructicons transform into their humanoid forms in front of them. And they go, "If you try to stop us, you will be destroyed, flesh creature." And they go back, and they return back to Megatron. And that's when the humans realize not only them just transforming and stuff, but the humans are like, "Oh, they're Decepticons." And they can alert Teletran 1 and all that stuff. Which turns out not to be an issue in this episode, but so you're surprised that didn't happen? Considering the other times when they've alerted the Autobots. But the 6 Constructicons come back with the energy discs. They are Scrapper, Scavenger, Mixmaster, Longhaul, Bone Crusher, and Hook. And why is Starscream back? Didn't he totally try to stage a coup against Megatron? Like, didn't he? And where's Dr. Arkball? He just disappeared. Arkball. The guy who became like a cyborg. Like, why is it? Isn't Megatron still pissed about that? Like, it's weird. All right. And Megatron's big plan is to attack Optimus Prime's honor. Okay. And he goes to the Autobots, who initially start shooting at him in the air. "I am here to talk. Hold your fire. You want to talk, Megatron? What do you want?" "I invoke the ancient Cybertronian law that we shall battle one-on-one, and the loser has to leave forever, and the winners may do as they please. I accept your challenge, Megatron." Deciding that he figures he can probably beat, despite the Autobots' misgivings, like, yo, something's up here. This isn't right. Like, no, he's invoked the Cybertronian law. He cannot break it. All right. And we find out his plan. Back at Megatron's headquarters, the Constructicons were created by Megatron in the secret area, so they didn't know where they were. He takes the power chip rectifiers of each of the Decepticons into this machine so he can effectively use all of their powers. This is actually a violation of that ancient law, but his plan is that the Autobots aren't going to know that, so he'll get away with this scot-free. Starscream objecting to the use of his power chip rectifier, saying, "Wait a minute, if you do this, you're technically violating the rules, so, you know, how do you think you're going to get away with this?" Easy. He plans to use, while they're all observing the fight and stuff, he's going to have the Constructicons go into the Autobot base to destroy Teletran 1. That way, Optimus won't get the message that Megatron's cheating. Yeah, that's his plan. But he gets, like, all souped up by all the powers. And they go have a one-on-one fight. Oh, and Chip is there. Chip is with the Autobots. Like, okay, Chip's going to be kind of a recurring thing. Cool. And they start having the fight. Boom, 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 boom. And and Megatron's winning. And Starscream's like, "Oh, now he can use my Disruptor Wave." And Rumble's like, "Oh, cool. He's using my cool Rumble powers." And all the other very, Thundercrackers powers and all this. Like, Megatron's just shooting this stuff out. Which doesn't cue in the other Autobots since they've never seen him use these kind of attacks. So it's really kind of weird. And the Constructicons manage to get onto Teletran 1. And Megatron freaking toasts Optimus. He's like, "No, Optimus." He's like, "No, Megatron beat me fair and square." Despite the Autobots wanting to kick some ass. "No, he has won under the ancient Cybertronian law. We must leave." Megatron and the Decepticons are like, "We should follow to make sure they comply." Now, the Constructicons are there at Teletran 1, so they plan on destroying it, but it alerts the Dinobots who were still at the base. They didn't take them to the fight. All the other Autobots went. The Dinobots start fighting the Constructicons, and the Constructicons individually are outmatched by the Dinobots. They just simply have more firepower. So the Constructicons put themselves together into Devastator, Their plan is we are so powerful, all 6 of us together, and sure enough, they are actually more powerful than the Dinobots. And the Autobots come back. They want to fix up Optimus before they go. Optimus is like, and they're like, we should help them. No, remember the law. We have lost. And just kind of, rather than calling the Dinobots in and saying, you have to stop fighting now because we've kind of lost. And we're just not going to help them. They fix him up. And then Chip's like, hey, because all the Autobots are like, how did Megatron win? How do you have all those powers? I know how, because I read Teletran 1, and he sees all these refractor chips inside Megatron. He cheated! Like, that means he broke the law! We can fight him, right, Optimus? Affirmative. Because they heal them all up. They go out and start fighting. Prowl, he creates another hologram illusion. One of his hologram illusions to make a larger Autobot that looks like the combination of all the Autobots together to fight Devastator. But with a real shot, they fire one shot at Devastator to knock him back apart into the 6 of them. And there's this big fight. And they knock the Decepticons into the lava. They actually fall into the lava flow. Optimus saying, it's finally over. But is it really Optimus? In this whole vast universe, who knows? And Megatron's face pops up in the lava. We shall rise again! I'm giving it a 9. This isn't actually bad, except for a couple cokey dialogues. It's not that bad. But there we go. That is all 16 episodes of the first season of the Transformers, of the original series. I am going to do a summation episode at some point here where I'm going to talk about my thoughts of the first season, and I'll probably move on to season 2. This is Firewizard23. Take care and bye-bye for now, everybody.